Hello everyone, I hope you're well. Welcome to this week's Devar Torah. This week's Sedra is Beshalach. And in Beshalach we read how the Jewish people, when they came out of Egypt, they went through the desert. The Egyptians began to chase them and they got stuck in front of the sea. They had nowhere to go. And the only option was to go into the water. Nachshon ben Aminadov, he was the one who went in first. He took the plunge and he went in with the stick, and we're told the water came to his neck, so he had to really put himself out, take the risk, and then eventually Hashem split the sea, and the Jewish people walked across onto dry land. The Egyptians came hurtling after them, and as we know, of course, we read it every year on the Seder. We all know the story. The Egyptians were drowned, the Jewish people were saved, and they broke out into a beautiful song to thank Hashem, and that's why this Sedra has a name. It's called Shabbos. The Shabbos has a name. Called it Shabbos Shira, the Shabbos of song, to remind ourselves of the beautiful song. Both the men and then the women went off and had a dance together with Miriam, with Moshe's sister, who was very much involved in leading on the women's side, and with great happiness. And all was going swimmingly well. They started traveling through the desert, until we read at the end of the Sedra that they were attacked. They were attacked by Amalek, the wicked nation, who we know are sort of the opposite, the antithesis of everything that we stand for as Jews, atheists, people who said there's no God. It was all a fluke, they're coming out of Egypt, and we're going to prove it. There's nothing to be scared of. There's nothing to be worried about. And they came and they attacked the Jews. And we're told Hashem told Moshe Rabbeinu to go up a mountain and to hold his hands up. And when his hands were up, the people were looking up to heaven and they were thinking of God, and the battle went down. It says when Moshe lowered his hands, when they got tired, they would start losing the battle, until Aaron and Hur, who came, two of the great people of Israel, came and they held up his hands. Obviously, we don't understand this. It's a very deep idea, not just literally hands becoming heavy, a much deeper idea involved, but supported Tomchu v'Yadav, they supported his hands, and the battle was won. Now, it's interesting, we're told that when Moshe Rabbeinu, when he was up on the mountain, it says he sat on a rock. He sat somewhere uncomfortable. And we learn a great lesson from this, that when people are in pain, when people are suffering, Moshe Rabbeinu had that ability to sympathize, to be what we call noseh b'ol, to carry the burden with the other people. And we know this was very much a hallmark of his behavior and a large part of why he became the leader in the first place. We have a number of examples of Moshe Rabbeinu who show this wonderful character trait. We know he grew up in the palace. He was an Egyptian prince. The whole story, the whole slavery of the people had nothing to do with him. He never experienced it. But yet he was told, he saw, he went out, he saw the pain, the trouble, the burden of the Jewish people, and he felt with them. And then when he came to Midian, he got there when he had to run away. He came to the well and he saw the daughters of Yisro, his future father-in-law. He saw they were being chased away. Lots of people, when they see, we might call antisocial behavior, when they see things going on in the street, we, especially in England, we like to turn the other cheek, walk on by, pretend we didn't notice, machnish wissendik in Yiddish, pretend we didn't see. But Moshe Rabbeinu didn't do that. No, he stood up for them. He said, right, there's right and wrong. They were here first, and they're going to get their water first. And we're told even the way he looked after the sheep, he showed extreme empathy and care even for the animals. And this is a character trait we have to build within ourselves. That, if somebody's got a simcha, we have to really go, and not just go because we were invited and it's rude not to come, but go because we want to express solidarity with that person. We want to show how much we care and how much we want to share their happiness, and God forbid the other way, should it be a sad occasion, a levaya or a shiva or matzeva, stone setting, then we go and we go and try and feel, don't just go through the motions, try and connect with the emotions of other people. We're told the great Chafetz Chaim, it said that during the First World War, he didn't sleep on a bed. He slept on the floor, slept very, very, made himself uncomfortable. And they asked him why. He says, if I've got Jewish soldiers. If Jewish soldiers are stuck in the trenches, how can I put myself comfortably to bed on a bed? Now, that's obviously a great level, and we can't always expect that of ourselves. But nevertheless, we can try and feel if you hear a soldier's killed. Sadly, today, two young soldiers were killed in Israel, actually, in friendly fire. You may have read that in the news. If you hear a sad story, try and feel the pain. Feel the pain of the Jewish people. More importantly, feel the joy, feel other people's joy. And together, we will be one people, united, strong, and hopefully go together to sing the song that we're told in Shir Hamalis. We say, Oz Yemalis Chayk then we'll be full of joy in the time of Mashiach. We will once again sing that song, that great song of the welcome of Mashiach. Wish you all a good Shabbos.